Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. A few months ago, I did a video documenting my process of apartment hunting in Birmingham, and it was really well received, so thank you so much. And I also received some comments and DMs about different property prices, different properties in different parts of the UK. And since I'm doing some traveling and I have some free time, and I'm actually quite interested in the property market in the UK as well, so today's video will be about viewings or apartments of properties in Cardiff. The properties I've viewed are not properties for sale, they're rental properties, but more specifically, they are from a platform called Spare Room. So basically, they allow landlords to list just one room in their property without having to rent the whole property out. So it works out for a landlord who wants to live in their own property, but also works out for tenants like students or young professionals who's just moved to a new city, does not need a lot of space, and also enjoy some company. So I have actually landed my room here in Birmingham and also my room previously in a small town that I've worked in through Spare Room, and my experience so far has been pretty great. So first, a little information about all the rooms that I've viewed. So the first criteria is that they're all within the city center area, all within like a walkable distance to the city center. So they're within postcodes CF10 and CF24, and I think that a lot of people who use Spare Room are either young professionals or students, and they would prefer to stay within the city center area for accessible city center resources. The second criteria that I usually look for is the property has to be furnished, because people who are moving to Cardiff just for a job or just for studying will probably just stay there for a short term, so it doesn't make sense for them to invest in furniture. And the third one, unlike before where I looked primarily for bills included properties, this viewing video has a good mixture of both bills included properties and bills not included properties, so you can get your own choice. And in the end, we have 4 in-person viewings and 2 video tours. The first property is actually really central, so it's within the postcode CF10. It is around 5 minutes walk away from this Cardiff Central Railway station. It is a 2-bedroom flat, and you're sharing with another female flatmate. It is on a 4th floor. It is £600 in rent per month, but not bills included. So if you include bills, it should round up to around £800 per month. There's no deposit necessary. The property is in a really prime location where there are restaurants just below it. The circulation space is quite new. The property itself is really spacious. They have this really high ceiling. They have like balconies, and it is actually quite a nice little space, although the property is right above a club and a bar. But the kitchen has enough space. The view towards the city is amazing. The only thing I wouldn't like is that there's this mezzanine area instead of a room, so you really don't get a lot of privacy. So I would rate this apartment a 7.5 out of 10. The second property is also within the postcode of CF10, but it is around 10 to 15 minutes walk away from Cardiff Central Station. It is a 2-bedroom flat, and you are gonna share it with another male flatmate. It's on the 4th floor. It also has a balcony. The rent is £900, bills included, but you will need a £900 deposit too. The environment that the apartment is in is really nice because it's part of a massive residential block, and it is really well maintained. The public circulation space like lifts and staircases look well maintained and clean, so that's also really nice. The flat itself is really spacious for a 2-person flat. You have ample space in the living area for you to have like dining tables, working station. There's also a balcony. There's a separate enclosed kitchen, which is quite rare here because usually you see open plan kitchen. For your room, it will be a double bedroom. You get the whole toilet to yourself because there's another ensuite and a master's bedroom. So I would rate this a 7 out of 10. The third property is actually the same kind of property within the same residential block. So it's also within postcode CF10. So it's still around 10 to 15 minutes walk away from the Cardiff Central Station. This is a 3-bedroom flat instead of 2. So you'll be sharing with another 2 female flatmates. It is on the 5th floor, and the rent, bills included, will be £740 per month, and you'll need a deposit of £370. Like I said before, the environment of the building outside is really well maintained. Flat itself is nice. It's a corner flat, a lot tinier than the previous one, and it is actually a 3-bedroom flat. Although it does get a lot of ample sunlight, you get this really big corner balcony. The toilet is well maintained, but the room is much smaller than the previous one. You only have enough room for a wardrobe, a teeny tiny desk, a really narrow corridor, and a double bed. And although it's a nice price, you do get to use the gym and the pool as residence. I'll still rate this just a 7 out of 10. Moving on to properties that are a bit further away from the city center. So now we're within the postcode of CF24. It is around 25 minutes walk away from the Cardiff Central Station. It is a 5-bedroom house. So this is now a house share. So you will be living with both male and female flatmates, where the only common area will be the kitchen. The room is on the first floor. The rent will be £570, bills included, but you'll need a £285 deposit. The environment and roads just outside the property is way more suburban, and understandably so, than the previous properties. The property itself looks a little bit old and dated, and the common space isn't exactly the most tidy or clean space. In terms of the bathroom, it is quite spacious, but there's only one bathroom for 5 people, which could be a problem during workday mornings. The room itself is overlooking the garden. It is a good amount of space, and my highlight is that it comes with a screen. So I'll rate this property a 6 out of 10. And now moving on to the video tours. So I apologize, but the videos that they've sent over are all in vertical format, so it might be a bit tricky. But anyway, moving on. The 5th property we have is also within the postcode area of CF24, but it's actually a bit further away than previous properties, and that is actually a 40 minutes walk away from the city center. It is a 5-bedroom house, so essentially a house share. It is on the first floor, as in the bedroom. The rent itself is £440 per month. If bills are included and council tax, it should round up to around £550, and you'll need a deposit of £440. The bathroom itself looks pretty clean. It looks pretty spacious. The bedroom actually looks really nice, but the thing that strikes me the most here is that this has a lot of shelves and storage space, which a lot of other properties may not necessarily provide. The living room itself, they have a seating area instead of just like the previous property, the only common area is just the kitchen. I would rate this property a 6 out of 10. And now, last but not least, we have the final property, which is also located within the CF24 postcode. It is around 40 minutes walk away from the city center. It is a 4-bedroom house, so another house share. The bedroom is located on the first floor. The rent itself is £525, and it's bills included and everything else, but you'll also need a deposit of £525. The property itself is actually really nice looking. It has a really nice living space that actually make it feel really homey. There is a kitchen area and some bar stools. There is a bathroom on the ground floor with a shower, and this is actually quite a tiny and tight bathroom, but then they actually have another one on the first floor, and there's a bathtub too, and this one is actually pretty decently sized. The room itself, in terms of size, is okay. It is also furnished with a desk, with a wardrobe, with a bed, the basic requirements, and I would rate this property a 6 out of 10. And there you go, that's it. That's all the tours and videos of the properties we have of Cardiff. Which one is your favorite? Do let me know in the comment section down below, because my favorite is definitely the first one with the mezzanine area and with that high ceiling and also that prime location. But if you've enjoyed videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know what other properties you want to look at next. I might plan a trip there someday.
Me and my friends have started selling Christmas cards. They're A6 in size, and they only cost £1.75 each. So contact us via these details and grab yours today.
And so I'll see you in the next video. Bye.